football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Finds a soft spot, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Under fire! And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Finding open areas. Got the first down and more. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Will leave a mark. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
That 55-yard field goal attempt went awry, and now to make matters worse, they'll give it up 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll pull it on the read. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On the ground, it's Burden. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Cruz. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Swings it out to his running back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Snapped it in the shotgun. Here's a heat. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played him in the SEC championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right. Always ground team, ground and pound. When they got that ability to keep some balance, these teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's driving. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the 1st down.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Gives it on the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Grabs it inside the 15. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Rides the back on the option to give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's fourth down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
Turning it on! They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Burden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Punch it out of the air. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. Oh, and out of space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Send that offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Caught behind the line. It's McNabb. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Got him in. It's Floretta. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll lead the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, we're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Driver. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Quarterback adapted. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it here at halftime.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Driver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
The option play stands for exactly what it means. He can do multiple things, and defensively, you really have to do a good job of being super sound, understanding your assignment, and they do a good job here making the quarterback do what he's supposed to do, make him pitch the football. But if I'm a quarterback, it's basically like me blocking that defensive end. Now I pitch it. Running back, you go do the work.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. First down here for the offense. Creates a little space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Cruz. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by just 1 over Boise State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down. Brings us to 4th.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Kick is in the air. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Love what they did. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Rebels are flying down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Thanks to grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Driver. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. He'll throw it. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's driving. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Gives it on the option. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the catch. It's Flawletta. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you see them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cruz.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
691, Gators score.
On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
To the air on second down. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. They're going to go to the air on third and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's hauled in at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels! They build this fourth-quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Driver. He gets a block. He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge have squeezed it.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cruz. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Might as well stick with it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just just have to make that catch.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That's caught. It's driving. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And the Razorbacks are on the move. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's picked off. That's number 10. Looking for more room. Inside the touchdown. Oh, miss. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Meyer. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Rides the back on the option to give. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the air. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.